Hey sports fans, Black Omen here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before I get into it, let me start off by saying,
somebody got a haircut.
yeah, I finally got a haircut.
Let it do. What's up, big haircut?
I haven't gotten one since February, and I think I was overdue. Anyway, now that coronavirus has taken away our favorite athletic activity, known as sports, with the cancellations or delays, or whatever the hell this is, I think to help fill the void of missing sports, I'm gonna tackle head-on this top 10 list of my favorite sports video games. Number 10, Looney Tunes B-Ball. As a kid, I loved sports and Looney Tunes characters, so this game was right up my alley. This game is a lot of fun. You can play as the usual characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Marvin the Martian, and many more. You can get gems to purchase power-ups in the game to help you win or try to prevent your opponent from winning. There are also in-game cheat codes you can enter when you enter a sequence of button presses. Some of the items include a cream pie or a protective force field. The ball will randomly turn into a dog, which occurs when the shot clock is violated. If you're a fan of classic SNES games and sports games or Looney Tunes, this game is a must for you. Number 9, NHL 94. This game is regarded as one of the best NHL games for the SNES, and I could not agree more. Unlike Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, this game is licensed by the NHL and Players Association, so you're getting actual players on the teams and their stats as well. An interesting feature in the game is that the teams get unique organ themes like they do in real life to get the crowd going. Like the song Brass Bonanza plays for the Hartford Whalers, or When the Saints Go Marching In plays for the St. Louis Blues, or Here Comes the Hawks for the Chicago Blackhawks. It's a small thing for a game to have, but it's the small things like that I actually appreciate. Some modes you can play in this game are an exhibition mode, Stanley Cup Finals, Single Series, or Best of 7, or you can play in a mini shootout. Number 8, Blades of Steel. This was the first hockey game I played growing up. You can do an exhibition game, or you can do a tournament style. This was the first hockey game to feature fighting between the players. The winner of the fight isn't penalized, but it does create a power play position. You can have up to 4 players in the penalty box, creating a 5-on-1 situation. I remember me and my brother playing and not really caring about who wins, but mostly focusing on the fighting. This game is tons of fun and I highly recommend if you're a fan of the NHL series games. Number 7, WWF Smackdown. I know it's called the WWE now, but back in the day, it was called the World Wrestling Federation. This was the first game from THQ that featured full cinematic videos of the entrance video of the Titantron, but it didn't feature the characters coming down to the ring. It also features their theme songs as well. There is a story mode that's broken into 3 parts. First, a preseason. After going through 10 years of playing, the preseason players can skip it. However, the season mode is really difficult to complete. The further you get into the game, the more things and players you can unlock. It's not quite players you can unlock, it's more like their body types and features that resemble the players you can unlock. The more you fight in the preseason, the more points you can acquire to build your character. This game lacks color commentary and there's no voiceovers of the characters. You see their mouths move, but it's just words. You can fight in a single, tag team hardcore match, and steel cage match, and many more. Number 6, Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. Even though this game is licensed by Major League Baseball, it's not, however, licensed by the Players Association. So this game features fictional players, except near free, of course. However, the players' stats in the game mimic those of the real players that they're modeled after. Each team has a theme. For example, the Atlanta Braves are named after famous DJs. The Boston Red Sox are named after people from the show Cheers, and the California Angels are named after famous actors. Even though the names are not of the real players, the stadiums, however, they play in are very accurate. The game does feature an audio clip of some players when they get struck out of a voice saying,
"Oh, come on!"
This was sampled from a line from a Jim Belushi film called The Man with the Red Shoe.
Oh, come on!
You can play against the computer or another player in an exhibition match. You can do a home run derby. You can play in a season mode, where you can play as any team you want. You can play in a full season or a partial season. If you feel the need, you can watch the entire season play out as two AIs play against each other. Number 5. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! I've talked about this game in a previous video. I loved this game growing up. It featured unique characters. This game was retitled as Punch-Out! Due to Nintendo's license that expired, and they changed Mike Tyson's character to Mr. Dream, which reskinned his character and renamed him Mr. Dream. The game featured a cameo of Mario as referee. I recommend this game to those who love boxing games. Number 4. WWF No Mercy / WWF WrestleMania 2000. I was originally going to split these two titles, but I felt like it would be rather redundant. It's no surprise that I was a fan of wrestling growing up. I enjoyed WrestleMania 2000, and when I saw that there was a sequel in the works, I was excited. This game had features that were not in WrestleMania 2000, like a ladder match and the ability to go backstage. The grapple system in these games is what made it so enjoyable and simple. The different weapons and the ways to brawl in this game was a vast improvement from the previous one. The only thing that would have made No Mercy perfect would have been if they kept the entrance down to the ring like WrestleMania 2000. These games were very successful and highly rated by fans and critics. If you're a fan of old school wrestling from the Attitude Era, I highly recommend these two games. Number 3, Madden 94. Man, that sound was a big part of my childhood. This game was the first game to use that slogan in the game. Not to mention, it was the first game to use the flip play, play call mode, pass catch mode, and bluff play. This was the first football game to use the rotation of the screen when a kickoff, punt, or interception occurred. This also used John Madden's real voice in the game as well.
I'll tell you what, I like what you put together here, but I think, anytime you're a Browns fan, you're thinking, hey, this might be our year, and then boom. I mean, it doesn't work that way in a while, but you can keep on hoping. And that's the great thing about being a Cleveland football fan, is there's always something to look forward to.
No, not that one.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to John Madden Football.
Yeah, that's the one. Number 2, NBA Jam / Tournament Edition. If you didn't play this game and you're a fan of sports, man, you missed out on such an amazing game. NBA Jam was an arcade game originally, but seeing how popular it was, it got ported to the SNES and Sega Genesis. The sequel, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, brought the game to a whole new level, including a third player on each team and a roster of rookies from the 1994 draft, including Jason Kidd, Glenn Robinson, Grant Hill, Juwan Howard, Eddie Jones, and many more. On top of that, there was a code to unlock random and non-athletic players like Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince himself, Will Smith, members of the Beastie Boys, Al Gore, Prince Charles, and various mascots from different teams. There was codes for Raiden, Sub-Zero, and Reptile from Mortal Kombat, but they were removed due to the violent controversy of the game. The game features power-ups and hotspots to enhance the gameplay. Now, before we dive into the number one choice, let's take a look at the ones that got sidelined. Number 1, Super Godfall. I've mentioned this game in a previous video. This game was very enjoyable growing up.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
It features different countries playing against each other, playing dodgeball, which, to be honest, feels like it should have been an Olympic sport. For a Nintendo game, this was done very well. The different kinds of attacks the players had made it exciting for me, and I think anyone new to this game will enjoy it. This game has a 2-player feature where you can play against each other to see which country is best at dodgeball. Thank you everyone for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BlackOrman10, and I will see you all in the next one.